Digital economy. This term was initially used in 1995. Now, it has become part of our reality. In 2019, 7 out of 10 of the world's most expensive companies are IT-related. Their capitalization is of $4.2 trillion. It can be compared to the overall GDP of countries like India, Bangladesh, Nigeria and Indonesia, with a combined population of 2 billion people, a quarter of the Earth's population. According to analysts' projections, the total of the world's digital economy will be $16 trillion by 2035. Nevertheless, real estate remains humanity's most expensive asset to date. The total cost of the world's buildings is estimated at $228 trillion, which is 2.8 times more than the global GDP. So far, the real estate market has been considered to be one of the most reliable and conservative. However, digital technologies are changing it beyond recognition. Professional community FIABCI, as a permanent member of the UN Economic Council, closely follows modern trends in order to predict certain changes for governments to help them prevent possible consequences for the world's population. For thousands of years, people have been erecting building constructions, both for comfort and defense, or to assert the achievements of civilization. Since the beginning of time and until the end of the 20th century, blueprints were created in a two-dimensional space. Today, humanity has stepped into a new dimension, the era of three-dimensional modeling. A digital model of a building is not just a 3D image, it is the amount of all the available information on the site. Besides the usual 3 dimensions, it adds 2 more: time and money. A digital model of a building doesn't exhaust itself after the termination of the construction, but follows the building during its entire life cycle, from the investment intent to realization, further maintenance, and even demolition. Specialists of different spheres can work with the model simultaneously. New information and project revisions are immediately available to all project participants: investors, surveyors, architects, project designers, builders, real estate agents. Imagine the world where all these professionals work on one project together. Widespread introduction of blockchain will eliminate many needless links of the chain, bureaucracy, and paper workflow. The use of smart contracts will simplify project funding and make the deal-making process more transparent. The legislative framework of countries and states will need adaptation to market requirements. Digital technologies of real estate not only change the perception of construction, but also all the philosophy of territory development. At present, more than 50% of the world's population live in cities. By 2050, the level of urbanization will have risen up to 70%. The development of metropolitan areas is followed by a number of issues: overpopulation, traffic jams, environmental deterioration, depletion of natural resources. It is based on the use of the latest scientific achievements, as mentioned by the famous architect Jean Nouvel during his keynote on the theory of sensitive buildings. A new city is stylish and composed of various blocks, combining the sustainable use of space and resources and providing residents with maximum comfort and a wide range of leisure activities. The appearance of cities will change as well. From time immemorial, architecture has been reflecting the achievements of nations and cultures, an epoch's vision of beautiful. How will people of tomorrow remember the 21st century? New technologies in architecture boggles the mind. Buildings smoothly changing the structure as if they were moving in space. Complex geometry of fractals, mathematical patterns embodying genuine abstraction, the freedom of thought and expression. In the world of the future, humans are creators. architects of reality. Artificial intelligence will relieve them of performing routine processes, calculations, and bureaucracy. Hard physical labor, which has been a curse of the humanity since Adam, is performed by robots in a number of large companies. According to McKinsey calculations, 81% of time spent by workers on manual labor will be freed in the future, as all this labor will be done by robots. Automation of data processing will free 69% of workers' time. By 2055, half of all work can pass to robots. Is it good news? Many of professions which have existed for ages and decades are in danger of disappearing these days. This unfortunate tendency will not leave out the real estate sector. However, some new relevant professions will appear to replace the old ones. Digital technologies are entering our own life everywhere without sidestepping any human activity. In this world of constant changes, everyone will have to adjust their approach to time management and living our own life in general. All the time, we will have to learn, improve ourselves, adapt to these changes. Every year, more and more new technologies become part of our everyday life. 3D printing, augmented reality, blockchain, neural networks. What is next? What does the future hold? We only know one thing for sure. We are the future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 70th FIABCI World Real Estate Congress in Moscow, Russia, to share and inspire the best practices.